right. Hello, class. And welcome to today's lesson. All right. Today we are going to continue learning about weather and its patterns. Okay, whilst we're waiting, Hannah, can you tell me what did we learn last lesson?
We learned about the weather and how we measure and find out the weather.
Yeah, how we measure weather and how we can read the pictures. Okay, how we can identify how much rainfall, where the wind's coming from, the temperature, and the symbols that indicate what type of weather condition it is. All right, good. First off, let's go through the rules. We are going to go straight into today's lesson. All right, so first, let's just brainstorm a couple of ideas. All right, Quang Hai, what is a weather pattern?
A weather pattern is a weather that repeats again.
Yeah, repeats itself, and we can identify and predict the pattern and how it will continue. Perfect. Okay. So here we have a chart. All right. I want everyone to look at this picture. Mickey, what does this chart measure?
We measure the weather.
The weather, yeah, kind of. So when we talk about degrees Celsius, we are measuring the temperature, how hot or how cold it is. Okay. All right, class, a little bit of fun. I would like you all to draw on my picture and draw all of the rows. Draw lines where the rows are. Remember where the rows are in a chart. Good. Hannah and Emma, good so far. So where are the rows, class? Draw on the picture. Show me. Good. Fantastic. So yes, the rows are horizontal. It is the same in science and the same in maths. Okay, I'm going to clear this. Now show me all the columns. Good, Mia. Good, Leo. Good. Quick Kang. Very good. We can identify the difference between rows and columns. All right. Can you tell me, what does the yellow color identify? What data is the yellow color? All right. Okay. I'm going to explain this then. Maybe this is a bit too advanced. All right. Everyone needs to listen, please. This is a table on temperature. This table shows us an entire year, 1 year. On the left, we have Fahrenheit, but we're not doing Fahrenheit today. On the right, we have degrees Celsius. So we know that this table is measuring temperature. We are given a key in the corner, and this tells us yellow is the minimum temperature of that month, and orange is the maximum temperature of that month. So, Steve, if yellow is the minimum temperature of each month, what is the minimum temperature of Berlin? Can you tell me the minimum temperature in August?
Middle of 10.
Yeah, so what do you think that's going to be? 13 degrees we'll go for, because it goes to about there. Okay. All right, class. Let's exercise our brains with this. Everyone in the chat, please tell me in Celsius the highest or hottest weather in December. Please write in the chat the hottest temperature in December. Okay, Jenny, you're correct. Okay, so let me explain this again. Here is the degrees Celsius. Orange. The top of the orange is the maximum temperature. The top of the yellow is the minimum or lowest temperature. I want you to tell me, what is the highest temperature in December? Okay, Surrey, well done. Maybe more like 8. Yeah, Mickey, good. So class, you should get 8. Okay. So the line goes there and the averages to about 8 degrees Celsius. Okay. Han Tan, good. Kwang Min, very good. Perfect. Let's do another one. Please tell me the coldest temperature in November. Yeah, if you write 3 or 4 degrees, I think that's good. Well done. Yes, we can see here that it's below 5 and above 0. I think
And I
4
like
degrees is correct. 4 degrees. Okay, class. Now I want you to tell me, what was the coldest month that year? There are 2 months that have the coldest temperature, the lowest temperature. What is the name of those 2 months? Wei Kang, good answer. Ming Hong, Jenny, yeah. Yeah, well done. Zaling, yes, we are all saying January and February, which is correct. Everyone, one more question. Please find the hottest months of the year. Yeah, Lewis, fantastic. Hannah, fantastic. Min, fantastic. Jenny, fantastic. All right, well done. Yes, the hottest months are July and August, and we can identify that because they are the tallest bars. Okay, Shanghai, can you tell me what pattern do you see in this table?
I see pattern is there are 2 hottest day in England.
Yeah, so what season is the hottest?
Summer.
Yeah, summer. We know that summer happens around here, so we know it's the hottest. Okay. Do you think that will be the same next year?
Yes,
So, is it a pattern or not a pattern?
a pattern.
That's it. We can identify the weather yearly, so we can prepare for the weather next year, and that is a pattern. Well done. Okay, we're going to move on from this page and look. Okay, Leo, what does this chart measure?
That measure rainfall.
Perfect. It does measure rainfall. Okay. Rainfall in a year. We can see that the table is set up very similar to the previous one, but we just do rainfall. So we have all the months in the columns and we have units of measure, millimeters in the rows. All right, Susie, when does Australia get the most rainfall?
January.
January, very good. And Ocean, when does it get the least rainfall?
June.
Yes, June. Fantastic. Well done. So we need to think about this pattern, okay? If the rainfall per month in Australia, all right, is 2000, this is 2017. Okay, class, on the other page, we had the rainfall in 2017. I'm going to draw a table quickly. So here we have the months: January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Here, I'm going to put the millimeters down. Now, let's go back and look. This is the rainfall in Australia 2017. I would like you all to predict the pattern for 2018. Okay, so you're all going to be able to annotate now. And I want you to draw a line which predicts the rainfall in 2018, the next year. Okay, remember the pattern we saw? Guys, we're not doing a bar chart. We're not doing a bar chart. So stop there for a second. We're doing a line like this. Okay, but I want you to choose the correct line. It should look similar to 2017. That's my prediction. Because I saw the pattern in 2017, I should be able to identify a pattern for the next year. And you see how it's similar? Now, we're actually going to put these two things together. So I need you all to have your notebooks and a pencil. So let's start a new one. Okay, class. So what I'd like you to do is draw a chart. And the easiest way to do this is we're just going to draw a line going down, a line going along, something like that. Now, at the bottom, like all the other charts we've seen, we're going to put the months. Because there's not a lot of space, we can do Jan, just hand draw it. Okay, so I'm going to do January, February, March, April, May, June, July, August,
September, October,
Nice.
November, and December.
That's it, yeah. So we're going to do on the left side, we're going to do rainfall, millimeters, and we're going to put that up in, we'll do tens actually. So we're going to put little lines like this. No, sorry, we're going to do millimeters. So let's do 50s. So 50 millimeter, 100. Just go to 300. That'll be fine. And these are millimeters. And then on the right-hand side, we're going to do degrees Celsius. So we'll start that at 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35.
40.
We'll go to 40. Okay. So here we should have a table starting to look like this. All right, class. So what we're going to do now is input our data. Okay. I have all the data that you're going to need. All right. So we're going to go through this 1 month at a time, and we're going to look at rainfall first. We are going to use the bar chart system for rainfall. All right. So class, we're going to do the bar charts first, and that is the millimeters of rain. Okay. We're going to do this for England. Okay. Just because I know the weather there. So in England, tends to be quite rainy in January. So we are going to put this at 250. I'm going to draw a bar that goes to 250. All right. February actually gets more rainy. So I'm going to take that up to 300. The seasons in England are very similar to the seasons in Vietnam. So this is currently winter. Rainfall will start to drop in March. So we're going to put that down to 200. And in April, Lei Kang, what happens in April? Do the seasons change in April time?
Yes.
Yeah. What does the season change to?
Summer.
Nearly. In England, it's more like spring. This is where we start to get spring. Now, spring is still quite wet because the plants need all the water. So April, we're going to take it to 150. And then May stays around the same for rainfall. Actually, no, it is a little bit less. We'll put it to about, now we will do 150. So the season changes in June. Emma, what season is it in June?
Summer.
Summer, that's it. It starts to become summer and we get a lot less rain. And then in July, even less. We get 50. And it stays like that in August. 50 millimeters of rain again. And then September, October, November, December, the rain starts to come back a little bit. And November, the rain really comes back. 200 and about 250 in December. So what we've just drawn there, class, is the rainfall. Everyone doing? Are we all keeping up? Have we drawn all of the bars for the rainfall?
I finished already.
Perfect. Good. Everyone else finished? Good. Okay, class, because now we're going to move on to the degrees. Now, we are not going to do bar charts for the temperature. We are going to do a line chart. So I need you to have a different colored pencil or pen. It can be a crayon, but it needs to be a different color. Okay, class, I am going to start this and draw on it. So we are doing a line chart. So all we're going to do now is draw dots where I tell you to. All right. So in January, Mickey, what season is it in January?
It's winter.
It's winter. Good. We know winter is very cold. Winter in England, on average, will be about 2 degrees Celsius. So we are going to draw a dot at around 2 degrees, which is around here. So please draw a dot at around 2 degrees. Susie, do you think the temperature in February will be hot or cold?
No.
Yes, it is still cold because it is winter. So it actually stays around the same, about 2 degrees. Okay. Now March gets warmer, just a little bit. And the average will be around 8 degrees. Now April is springtime and everything starts to get a bit warmer. And on average in England, we will get to around 12 degrees. And March will stay around the same. Sorry, May will stay around the same. And then we get into summer. Beautiful summer, which ends up being around 18 degrees in June. And then we can get to about 24 in July. August stays around the same. It's a little bit higher. And September, it starts to come down again. September, we go back to being around 15 degrees. October goes to around 12, 13. November plummets down to 5, and December is down to about 2 again. What do we do with all these dots? We are going to connect all these dots together with lines. Try and use straight lines. If you've got a ruler, use a ruler. And there we go. There we have a table that indicates the pattern between rainfall and temperature. I would like you to think, what pattern do you see in the English weather chart? Okay, so I want you to think about two things. What the pattern is, and is it the same as the Vietnamese weather? First things first, class, I want you to write answers in the chat. Can you identify the pattern? So I'll give you a sentence structure and then fill it out for me. So when it is, Susie, can you read out those sentences and fill in the gaps?
When it is.
So you're going to identify the pattern, Susie. So if we look here where the temperature is hot, what's the rain like? High or low?
Low.
Yeah, that's it. So the pattern in England's weather is when it is hot, the rainfall is low. Hannah, can you read your sentence to me, please?
When it is cold, the rainfall is high.
Good. That is exactly it. Yes. When it is cold, the rainfall is high. And when it is hot, the rainfall is low. Is the weather pattern in England the same or different to the weather pattern in Vietnam?
It is different.
It is different. Yeah, good. Yeah. Because in Vietnam, when the weather gets hotter, there is more rain. When the weather is colder, there is less rain. That usually is the Vietnamese pattern in weather. And that's because we're in two different locations. Okay, class, we're going to have to wrap it up there. I think we struggled a little bit at the end, but that's okay. We can work on that. So, class, just remember to do your homework and send it to Google Drive. It is page 405, answer question 4. Okay, make sure you read the text first. That brings us to the end of the lesson. So, just to summarize, thank you very much, class. I will see you all next week.
Yeah.